out to a pond, friend's pond, up here in town, and we're going to try to do a little fishing. And the reason why we're going to a friend's pond up here in town is so that you can see that you don't have to live somewhere in the country. You don't have to live in some pristine wilderness. You don't even have to take a long trip. We've been on the road about less than 10 minutes now. In order to find some place to take your kids fishing. The main thing to do is be flexible. Don't tell yourself that you have to go to some county park where fishing is allowed, or some state park or something like that. Really all you need to do is look around on Google Maps and find some water. And if you know a friend that has a pond on their property, all the better. So we're going to be doing some pan fishing today. Although my kids are always excited when they get to try their rods and really do whatever it is they want to do. I'm just going to be pan fishing today. I brought my brim buster along. I'm going to show you all how to use one of these if you've never seen one before. They're super simple. It doesn't get much simpler than this. And they're a great way to catch fish, great way to have a lot of fun doing it too. So it's kind of overcast, it's kind of raining a little bit here and there, off and on. I don't really know how this is going to turn out, but we'll just see. Right? We're staying flexible, that's the thing. Go fishing when you can. And yeah, just keep a positive attitude and hopefully you'll get on some fish. Alright, well, we'll see you in a minute. Of course, I just got here and the kids are already fishing. That's to be expected. Let's see if they caught anything. What's up, guys? Catch anything yet, Jack?
We just came.
You just got here?
Yep. Hey, look, there's a bobber in the tree.
Yep. Places like this are great. If you see a place that's got a culvert or this overhanging vegetation, a lot of times panfish love to hang out in these types of places. And we got another snag, so let's deal with that and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so here we are and we've got our mighty brim buster. I'm going to show you how this works. So basically you just got, again, a hook, a weight, a bobber, and some line that is attached to this. This is a telescoping rod. So we're going to go ahead and unwind this a little bit. Alright, so you take the cap out. Watch out, buddy, there's a hook down there. Put it in your pocket or something. And then it just extends. So you pull the tip out, make sure it's seated. Pull the next section out, make sure it's seated. Pull the next section out. And you've got your fishing rod. Now we're just fishing with some red worms today. A good size there. We'll cut this guy in half and get him on the hook.
in charge of keeping the toddlers and the non-fishermen and the people who may not be the safest in the water occupied, I thought that it would be helpful maybe to just come on and share a couple of tips, because I have years of experience of being the one who is maybe in charge of child management. So my first tip is baby wearing. It can be so helpful to know where your kids are, to keep them close and happy, and also keep them safe. Like if you're in a spot where there's water or something like that. I prefer my Ergo, my backpack style carrier. And for older kids, for hiking and things, we also really love our backpack, our framed carrier. That's great when your kids are a little bit heavier, and it provides a little bit more support and structure. My second tip is food, snacks. Not only because hungry children are grumpy children, but also because it gives them something to do, and kind of helps to break up the time a little bit too. And so make sure you have snacks, things that are going to be filling. I have a lot of, over on my blog, This Pilgrim Life, I have a lot of really healthy snack ideas that are really portable. I'll get Jeffrey to link some of those down below so that you can check those out. Muffins and cheese sticks, fresh fruit, all of those things are going to keep them full and also not going to give them like a big sugar high and then crash and again be cranky. So snacks. And then the third little tip is just to have things to kind of break up what you're doing, so you're not only doing the same thing the whole time, because kids' attention spans can be short. Now my 9-year-old would fish like for 5 hours straight, but the younger kids, they really need something else to do. So even just like small toys, a little bag of blocks or some animal figurines are great outdoors. There's always things that they can play with, and just things like that. So just try to have in mind, if you are the one who's going to be occupying some of the children who might get bored at some point, bring something along.
Here, and we had a great time. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you learned something. I hope that you see that it doesn't take a whole lot. I mean, you don't have to be an expert, you don't have to know a ton about fishing to get started, and if you're a complete novice, don't worry, because we've got another video coming up for you next week with some basic 101 tips. What do you need to do to get started fishing with your kids, like we were doing today? It doesn't have to be complicated. We got a bobber, a piece of split shot, a hook, and a little bit of worm, and you saw we were catching fish left and right. Kids can do it, adults can help, or they can stay out of the way. It's really up to you what you're comfortable with and what your kids are capable of, and really just what interests them. When they get tired of fishing, let them play. When they get cranky, give them a snack. Just keep it simple, keep it easy, and keep it fun. Well, this has been Jeff, Jack, and Jed, and Molly, Josiah, Marie, and Lisa with MJ Adventuring. I hope you all have a great afternoon.